decade. Rotation. Rotate. And again, it kind of comes back to one of the reasons why Snap is one of the best digital card games to release ever, is Snap is one of the very first card games, in my opinion, to really fully embrace all the benefits of digital. Other games like Shadowverse or Hearthstone, they use like digital only designs for like card mechanics you couldn't do in paper, but they don't really allow themselves to benefit from other things that you could only do because it's digital, like live balance well and other things of that nature. That's a big turnoff for me too. Like Pokemon Pocket, right? Is another good example of like Pokemon Pocket's very clearly a digital only game and has some designs that would be like kind of cumbersome or even impossible to do in a paper game, but also like for all intents and purposes, it's taken the paper card game model and just ported it to digital. Shadowverse was a lot like that too, as part of why I ended up inevitably bouncing off of it. It was like, oh, we're not actually gaining a benefit from digital in this game, and it's sad that it doesn't. All right, would I rather get Hope going or would I rather get Elsa going? I'm gonna play 2/2s next turn. I think I'd rather get Elsa going. That's close though. Hope gives us more options. Gives us less stats on board, though. Order. No, I want the Elsa buff to be on Surge here, so the order is correct. I wanted more points permanently in this lane while having the flexibility to move Jeff around the board. Do Magic fans even like their game? I think a lot of people play Magic the Gathering not because they like the gameplay mechanics of it, but because of a mixture of social pressure and friend groups and duration to being committed to it over a long period of time. I think to a degree, things like that are true of every live service game, but Magic has more social pressure than most, and it has a longer history, which contributes to it being more present there than it is in other spaces. There's a really common saying in the Magic the Gathering community that it's not about the magic, it's about the gathering. And I always thought that was such a weird way to frame it, because like, if you're saying it's not about the game, it's about the people, even if I'm playing a game with good people, why wouldn't I want to play a good game if it was the option? Which is a big part of why I fell out of playing Magic the Gathering personally, because like the gameplay mechanics started to fall short for me, and Magic's really expensive. If I'm gonna play an expensive game, I might as well like, if I'm gonna play a game with people that I like, might as well be a good game that's not nearly as expensive. Like board games are so much more accessible. Yes, Haley. You made a super cool tower with dominoes?
Yeah, I made 3 of them. 5 on the bottom, 3.
That's really cool.
And I made it on a box.
That's really neat. I'll have to come see it after work, okay?
Only the super cool one.
We can do some building tonight. I think that sounds like a fun plan.
No, it's the dominoes I did.
Yeah. I think you have ice skating this afternoon, but maybe after you get home, we can do some building, okay?
And mommy, come back for this.
Yep.
I want to, but I can't go upstairs.
You can go upstairs. You just can't be loud, okay? You can watch it with the volume low. Go ahead. Mommy said she's feeling better too, so you can go upstairs. You know where all the snacks are. In fact, I think your mom's calling you. You should go see. I play Magic out of nostalgia and a physical collection I already had. It's mostly social events with snacks and drinks. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm not trying to tell people they shouldn't enjoy Magic. Like, if you genuinely enjoy Magic the Gathering's mechanics, like, you should knock yourself out. I personally just got to a point with Magic where I didn't enjoy its mechanics, and if I wasn't enjoying its mechanics, it then wasn't worth the upkeep cost to be involved with it. My social gaming time personally is a mixture of board games and casual poker these days. Spice Rack Enjoyer. It's been a minute. Child, bring me a fork. Oh, you got a fork and barbecue sauce. Oh, you're the best. Thank you, Haley.
I'm waiting for you.
What are you waiting for me for?
You need to put the barbecue sauce on.
Oh, I need to put the barbecue sauce on my plate and then bring it back up?
Yeah.
Gosh, you're so smart.
That's a lot.
I do like barbecue sauce. Thank you, girly. What are we doing here? Definitely this. And then I think it's this. Lunchtime. Reno, thanks for always being here. Good afternoon. Like my finest copy of Elsa Bloodstone, please. Do I want to shoe-low something this turn? I feel like I want to shoe-low something this turn. So I can play whatever I draw next turn. I think I like keeping them honest here. And then this gives me 2 more over here. And then I play for here. They're going to get 2 more here in a bit. But if they play for here and here, I could be in trouble. I guess I could do this, because this is beating them mystiquing the Iron Man here, which is probably correct. Okay, they didn't play for the center, so that's great. Or did I math that wrong? Oh, I forgot to subtract the 5. Okay, so I actually messed this up. I did the thing where I was counting Jeff's power inside of the Kitty edition. I just added Kitty's power to the number that was here, so I'm subtracting the 5 and then adding it. Oh, glad they didn't have Mystique. I guess we would have won even if they had her. I definitely counted that wrong. My line was incorrect given accounting for Mystique. A lot of similarities between Magic and poker and maybe chess. Which game do you think is more comparable to poker between Magic and Snap? I actually don't think Magic is very comparable to poker. Snap, with its betting mechanic, has a very direct straight line parallel you could draw to poker. But other than the fact that Magic and poker are both technically card games, the similarities kind of stop there. Yeah, there's a lot of overlap between the type of people who enjoy playing poker and a lot of the people that enjoy playing Magic, but that's about it. My hand is under assault here. And without Kitty Pride, we have not been very good at enabling Shulao so far. I guess we'll do this now. I can play 2 cards on 4, 5, and 6. This will be +9 at least. Oh, Kitty not coming back to hand's pretty unfortunate. We can shag the OP card. We sure can, can't we? I think that's actually the line. I think it's actually the line, because then it surges the next card on top of our deck here, too.
Power must be controlled.
Uh-huh. What's the line here? What if I shoo the Sage and then drop Pim Arrow here for +6? Plays for all three really cleanly. Opponent's deck was hyper annoying and then ultimately lost all 3 lanes. The Ronin story. Null Pointer, thank you for re-upping that sub. Appreciate the 4 months of support. Welcome back. I'd like to dedicate that match win to the person who asked, is this Shu Lao plus a bunch of cards that used to be good? Don't you ever speak Kitty Pride's name again. You get it out of your mouth. It doesn't deserve to be there. Jeff, I'm coming back to Snap after a year hiatus, and I queued into a match where an opponent played Heimdall and lost, and then Marvel grilled me. It's good to know some things never change. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Fighting over the center here is probably wrong. Although I'm glad I didn't try and fight over here, I suppose. I think we're cooked, as the kids say. Not a particularly stellar set of locations for the home team. Wait, are we tying? No, I'm dumb. Math, not even once.
Escaped.
We need to nerf Shaggy's making Dragon of the Moon unplayable. Something like that. Something like that. That's a lot of NRG gamers. We are playing against Aeroship though. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I'm not getting copies on the bar because of the Stardust. I'm sad. I missed Angela Trigger. Oh my goodness, it's an airship created Stardust too? Gross. That's so obnoxious. Now, unfortunately, Gorgon makes the copied cats cost an energy here, but that's what it is. Also an airship created tech card, lovely. Just the sloppiest tech on all sides, Chip. Who doesn't love it? Time to get nice and sloppy.
Power must be controlled.
Victory. Oh, snap.
Someone just used the Discord command, by the way, which reminds me, I have January season passcodes to give away. I'm gonna post one code in the announcements channel in the Discord server, which everyone has access to, even non-supporters. First come, first serve. And then I'm going to post one inside of the Marvel Snap General channel in there as well. That's open for just supporters on Metafy, YouTube, and Twitch. Good luck. Good luck. Godspeed. Fastest fingers wins. waiting for a Shang-Chi. What's the game plan here, gamers? I think I want to play 2 center. I think it's Jeff plus Cape. And then there's a question of, do I want to play Surge on the right? I think the answer is yes. I think I want to save Angela for here, potentially. Not playing Kitty means I missed the Lockheed trigger center, but I think that's fine. We're pretty far ahead there. Excuse me. That was a great 50-50 to win. Now, drawing Shang-Chi kinda doesn't matter. Does it? Can I compete on the right? They haven't activated Danger yet, yeah? Which means they could clear my Lockheed if they do. Huh? Oh, I shouldn't Pim Arrow here, though. New Vran with the gift sub. You got the season pass from the Discord. Nice. Congrats. Can I be winning this if they Danger Surge instead of Lockheed? I can't. And if they just don't activate it... Got him? Question mark? They have done something pretty crazy on the left, yeah? Oh, yeah. Good stuff. All right, Aeroship Gamer. Are we sweat 2 to 10?
Victory.
Or are we going to schmove along here? The problem with trying to do Master Mold stuff is Master Mold's just not a good card, which is a big part of what's it called's issues, Dragon of the Moon, is that it just expects you to play cards that are not very good. If I hadn't drawn Kitty, I would play Kate this turn, so I could play a 1 plus a 2 next turn, but because I have Kitty, I'm gonna Angela now. Elsa's a lovely draw, all the ladies here on the left. Hey, Dave, thanks for the membership on the YouTube side. I really appreciate the support. Folks like you are a big part of why I'm able to do what I do. Thanks for keeping me around. Tough choice, really. I think I'd rather hope. And get Elsa going next turn. This gives me 6 energy next turn, which lets me play Elsa, Arrow, Kitty, which is nice. It's So I definitely want to acid arrow before turn 6. I want to drop it on the right. Can Elsa cost 2 again? Asking the real questions. A gift membership as well. Thanks, Dave. Huh. That's interesting. So now, I kind of want to Cosmic Ghost Rider the left next turn, but if I'm Cosmic Ghost Ridering the left, I'm not going to be able to Shu Lao. But is that fine? That might be fine, honestly. My most watched YouTube and live streamer 2025. Thanks. I'm glad I could be a part of your regular schedule.
Power must be controlled.
Oh, actually, with their Ant-Men going to 10, I actually just want to Shang them myself, yeah? So if I Shang them, this loses 4 and this loses 10, so they lose 14, meaning they drop down to 18. And this is 8. This only ties the left. Right? Oh, it's close. I think it's my best line. Is it? Is it my best line? This is 12. Yeah, I think it's my best line. We're cooked.
Power must be controlled.
Depending on what Isan pulls into play here, obviously. Yep, we're only plus 11. And they're plus 13. I'm Prada. Thank you for the membership on the YouTube side as well. Good morning, good morning. I think I'm happy with my lines there. Sad to end up dead, but I made the best choices I could. What'd they discard? Professor X. Toxic. I think it's just this. Oh, technically I should have Lockheed. I guess I could Surge and not get the Lockheed trigger this turn. Yeah, let's do that. None of my options feel great. What do you think was the blandest snap error from a card design perspective? Blob Winter. Not close. Danger Room carries every time. Excuse me?
There's no strings on me.
Cool. Okay. I was like, are we like Doctor Dooming? Like, what's the plan here? We've finally been set free. I have proven myself in the grounds and I have earned a silver ticket. My opponent shall now know that we are the superior intellectual creature, conquering over their random pile of mostly tech cards. More importantly, Elsa Bloodstone, Kitty Pryde, Hope Summers, and Angela and co. win another game, and meaning we can play them some more. Let's go ahead and take a brief pause for the cause and let some adverts go. We're going to play some more of my favorite group of ladies when we get back. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side and you enjoy us revisiting old favorites like this periodically with new cards like Shula, be sure to tap the like button while you're here. Appreciate the folks that have done that already today. The Spice Girls, something like that. Spice Girls featuring Jeff, the baby land shark, obviously. He's a lovely little land. Eight ladies, 2 dragons, a Shang-Chi, and an asshole on a motorcycle. True. It's a sitcom waiting to happen. Oh yeah, 7 ladies. Can't forget about the baby shark. Jeff. Old Jefferoony. All right, once more under the breach. Hey, Cursive Puppet. Thank you for the 3 years of support. Appreciate the 36 months. Welcome back. The Spectrum deck you posted has been great for me. Nice to be competitive without having to do hot decks. Yeah, Spectrum's consistently been a very, very stellar option. Over Marvel Snap's history. It's gotten a couple new toys here and there. The core remains the same.
Snap.
I love a white hot room in my Kitty Pride deck. Sounds fantastical. And my opponent's playing 12 cards. It's like Christmas, chat. It's like Christmas. Perfection. Actually, factually, one of the best draws of my deck. My opponent is probably doing something with many men, yes. It's lovely. I think I'll take the energy and let them have the Stark here. Especially with the Cosmic Ghost Rider queued up. Although I suppose they could be using the Maverick next turn, which would not be great for us. My mama didn't raise no cowards, so we're staying, but obviously they could be using the Maverick this turn. I assume we're about to get, like, multiple banned or whatever.
Escaped.
Probably wrong to take the energy there. Probably should have just played Lockheed plus Kitty Center, so that way, even if we didn't take all of it, the Lockheed would have shrunk the Maverick. Would have also made it more likely for us to have priority going into turn 5 to stop their Maverick from activating. It's got too many points there for us. The Jeff variant is fantastic. I really like a lot of the Marvel Rivals variants. I think they're great stylizations of the characters. That game has good artwork in general. Jeff, do you only play Proving Grounds and Silver Conquest these days? When there are limited time game modes going on, like with High Voltage Overdrive right now, the gold queue tends to be a little bit long, and the density of people who want to play lots of games for 1 and 2 cubes at a time is much higher inside of gold. How are the games going today? They've been pretty good. Been snapping for about an hour or so. We'll have Hope into Kitty in the center next turn. Get to draw some cards here, most likely. Yeah, FF7 remake's been great. I like that. I like that style of game a lot. Kaz, no. Do you have something in mind after you beat FF7 Remake in the variety slot? I don't know. It's kind of really gonna be a little bit before we finish FF7R to be honest. Arcanite's Enfield is releasing later this week. And I plan to spend some time doing that on stream as well. The final turn now. Yeah, so I get to Shang-Chi. I get to Shang-Chi, Scarlet Spider. And I think we Jeff here, Kitty here, Shang here. We have priority. This seems real clean.
Power must be
No, Mr. Negative. No, Mr. Negative. God bless us, everyone. I get that we're a Shulao deck as well, but like, that's one of the many examples of like how you could beat this card without playing it yourself, right? Like, Shang-Chi genuinely, I think, is in the best position in the metagame that he's been since he was nerfed. I think he's quite reasonable. How often do you see multiple big things aside from location variants? Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, old Shang-Chi was only killing one thing anyways. That's definitely the case. We become a sandcastle kicker. Well, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of a wave.
Snap.
Definitely want to get Lockheed down over here long term, I think. Probably keep like a Jin a day to keep the doctor away. Oh, they're destroyed. Okay. My head does not go to destroy anymore when Agony flips up. Yeah, that's actually really true. Calling me a sandcastle kicker when I'm choosing to play Shang-Chi as opposed to Super Adaptoid is a gross misrepresentation of what's actually occurring here. You ain't seen sandcastle kicking if you think that's what this is. I'm playing the ethical tech card, chat. The generically reasonable one. Farm-raised GMO-free tech card right here. Does the order matter for Lockheed? It does not. Well, I mean, I'm definitely playing this. It's kind of a question of where. By the way, to those just joining us over the weekend, I published my gold guide on the Hoaglandia Snap YouTube channel. That was what I'd been teasing, and I knew some folks were waiting for, so make sure you check that out. It gives you a breakdown of the best ways to spend your gold in Marvel Snap to get the most out of it. I was really hoping to draw a Shulile this turn, so we could play it and then have Shang-Chi for next turn. I suppose if I Kate for the Surge trigger and then Shoes on top, I can have a 4 energy Shu, a 4 energy Shang, and a 4 energy Shu, a 4 energy Shang, and that's good enough. Let's do this. Oh, I should play Kitty Middle for the Stark Tower bonus. Yeah, that's a good call out. In my brain, I was like, I'm not going to be playing Kitty Pride next turn, but if Shu's not on top, I am going to play Kitty Pride next turn.
All systems go.
It's missing 2 points here I didn't have to miss. This puts me to 7-13 here, and then they go to 16, and then I go to 17. If they play for these two, we could be in trouble. Or if they play death here and we lose the flip, we lose. But otherwise, good play. Hopefully, the 2 points on Kitty Pride don't bite us. They don't rotate newish cards into the bundles that often, do they? So usually the cards in the bundles stay consistent through data mines, but the currency, how much gold they cost, and even if they're a gold or a cash bundle, that can all change. So I don't... People who played Snap back when it launched, you remembered I used to do like bundle reviews from data mines. I explicitly don't do that anymore because the data mines just change so frequently. That is a legal 50-50 they are allowed to take. I mean, if they hit the Wolverine, it was less bad for them. It was still pretty bad, but it was less bad.
Power must be controlled.
I mean, they lost there even if they won their 50-50, yeah? Yeah, I had a like my programming glitched when the art of Zola flipped up. I was like, oh, they're only playing one card. That's weird. Like, hello? Is this thing on? Those of you who follow my wonderful daring tales of making content on the internet, you will be shocked to learn that my gold bundle, or my how to spend your gold video, performs significantly better with negative framing rather than positive framing. Very surprising, I know.
What a game!
Is that what the A/B test feature? Yeah, you could upload a combination of 3 different titles and thumbnails on YouTube, and it'll give you performance metrics for them. Just like every time, like clockwork, without fail, when you do that. Just like you have a negative framing, positive framing, somewhat neutral framing. The negative framing just like always wins. They haven't killmongered yet, right? Which is annoying. I feel like I want to be able to Shang on the last turn. The positive framing have worse metrics than the neutral one. Yeah. In fact, for this this latest video, the neutral framing was relatively close to the negative, but still a couple of percentage points off. There was I think a 7 or 8 point differential between the positive framing and the negative framing, if I recall correctly. Hope really is a powerhouse in this deck. She's stellar for sure. Lot of different lines here. I think it's this. I think it's this. They could coin flip Zola in the center. They do that, they win half the time. Absolutely cooked. I flipped heads and I should have flipped tails, chat. And actually thinking about it, I should have put my bigger number on the right, yeah? I should have put my bigger number on the right. If I put the bigger number on the right, we win here, and I should just like hedge putting the bigger number in the throne room. This opponent seems like they need this conquest real bad, so I haven't done enough charity work yet. It's a brand new year. I'll go ahead and give them this ticket rather than continuing to play 300 games against the same destroy player. It's deductible on my taxes when we file them for next year. Jazz Skulls, thanks for the almost 3 years. Welcome back. And YG, thanks for the almost 2 years. Appreciate the gold guide. I was still blindly buying Token Tuesdays. Unironically, the reason I ended up putting the gold guide together is it kept coming up organically on stream that people shouldn't be buying Token Tuesdays anymore, and people were constantly surprised by that. It's my that video is my ode to please stop buying Token Tuesdays PSA. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping Second Dinner like makes that video outdated soon and fixes that, but they've been broken this long. I assume at a minimum they're gonna stay how they are until we get a patch. Like, I could almost see them preferring some of the token acquisition be worse than buying credits to encourage you to split cards, but like the 700 gold Token Tuesday being worse than buying tokens directly from the shop is like, that's like an offensive mistake. That just shouldn't be that way. I think I'm supposed to do this so I can have priority with Shang next turn. Nomura. Yeah, maybe. Now having priority is bad. I was expecting them to play into the symbiote path this turn. I don't know. I guess. Ha! It was Nomura. Look at that. Good job, Twitchers. Is Marvel Snap Token Tuesdays worth it? AI overview. Whether Marvel Snap Token Tuesdays is worth it depends on your goal. It's a decent, consistent way to get tokens and boosters for Series 4 cards. Token Tuesdays have never given boosters, right? Like, it's really hard to overstate. Like, and for the record, this AI overview thing here is consistently wrong with everything, not just this instance. Like if you're someone that uses this, you are constantly getting bad information. Like there are times where you'll click through to information that it's referencing and it doesn't even get it wrong from the first source it's pulling from. No, it's not even just that it eats. Saying that it eats misinformation actually is misrepresenting just how fucking terrible these AI tools are at their jobs. Like it's not just quoting wrong information. This one here, the Google's is especially heinous. And this is the only one I look at with any reference because it's forced down my fucking throat when I do Google searches. Like you'll get this AI summary, and the AI summary here will just have information that's not even correct in the post that it's trying to summarize for you. Yeah, I'm aware I could type in extra things to like pull that out of there, but like I don't remember to do that in the moment most of the time. It's not just wrong about video games, it's wrong about most everything. Really glad we're destroying the planet and making everybody's electricity cost more and fucking up the entirety of the stock market for, you know, that. At least the rich people have more money. I don't even know if it's true that the rich people have more money from it long term, right? Like a lot of the value from it is unrealized gains, and like it's not like these people are actually spending their money. So like it's only actually money if they use it, right? They have like theoretical money, I guess. But like if they never actually cash it out, they're just enjoying watching the number go up and down. Get Jeff the baby land shark out of here. I feel like we're in a pretty decent spot. The monster island on the right makes our Shang-Chi killer. There are some reports heading into the weekend that the East Coast is likely to experience rolling block blackouts if we continue at this pace. That sounds cool and fun. What is the difference between a rolling blackout and a regular blackout? Is like rolling blackouts are recurring? Is that what it is? Rolling is the power company choosing to shut off power in particular areas. Excuse me, what? Like, they're like, okay, you people get fucked over here for a scheduled time period? Like you just don't have power in this area during this time period. Good luck, Godspeed. Christ. Holy sh... I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't aware that was a thing. Blissful ignorance. Holy shit. It happens so the grid doesn't get overwhelmed and shut off anywhere. You people are way more tolerable in capitalism than I am. Alright, 50% to win the game, champ. Easy game. Thank you, Lockheed. Appreciate your service.
Victory.
Much like a rolling blackout, chat, the power has been controlled in this game of Marvel Snap, and we are the winner. Clearly, Shang-Chi must be a billionaire, because we all know they don't experience rolling blackouts. Whoo, doggy. I thought that was an ad segue. I mean, okay, so do we get our 8 wins with this deck? We did get our 8 wins with this deck. Look at that shit. I feel like I can solidly stamp exceeds expectations on this pile of cards. And to set an incredibly low bar, this was the best Elsa Bloodstone Angela deck that I've played in a long time. And I think the number one thing that stands out in my mind from the games that I played with this deck is, like that last game that we just played, there were so many turn 6s in the games that we played where just playing Shang-Chi was better for me than playing Shu Lao. I wasn't keeping track verbatim, but if you go back through and count, I think there were 3 or 4 times at least where we had Shao and we had Shang, and Shang was the better play, and we ended up playing Shang instead. Which again, I think what is Shang-Chi's play rate right now? I feel like his play rate is low in proportion to how good he feels to play. That's high-ish, but low for Shang-Chi historically. It's much lower than Shao's. Yeah, let me 8 and a 8.9%. Let's look at the different slices. 7%, 6.5%, 4.5%. It actually gets lower the higher these slices get. Whereas I bet Shao does the opposite. We're at 30%, 31, 32, 34, 37, 40. Yeah, that's really interesting. As there's the inverse relationship there, huh? Whereas as I make the data sample smaller and try and get just the sweaty players, yeah, there's an anti-correlation there where one gets more popular and one gets less popular. Yeah, he felt really clean in a lot of games that we played there. Felt very, very solid. 11 of these 12 cards had a really solid play rate, or really solid stats on Untapped that we started from. There was initially Enchantress over Cosmic Ghost Rider, which I think is a fine budget swap if you're missing Cosmic Ghost Rider, but I wanted him as a way to like interact with activate cards before they could activate on occasion, and he did well for that purpose, and I would play him again given the option if I had both, I think.